Good morning and welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living, Eugene, Oregon. This morning I'm going to share a meditation with you from Thich Nhat Hanh, the book The Blooming of a Lotus. And for those of you who have done a meditation like this with me before, I will share different phrases with you to consider as you're going throughout the meditation. And I will invite you to repeat them in between each reading. So just making sure you are comfortable. Go ahead and settle in, taking a nice deep breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. So repeat in as you're breathing in and out as you're breathing out. So again, in as you're breathing in and out as you're breathing out. And staying with that for a moment. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in, my breath grows deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slowly. Deep and slow. Deep and slow. Deep and slow. Deep and slow. Aware of my body, I breathe in. Relaxing my body, I breathe out. Aware of my body, I breathe in. Relaxing my body, I breathe out. And as you breathe in, aware of body, relaxing body. Aware of body, relaxing body. Aware of body, relaxing body. Calming my body, I breathe in. Caring for my body, I breathe out. Calming my body, I breathe in. Caring for my body, I breathe out. Calming body, caring body. Calming body, caring body. Calming body, caring body. Smiling to my body, I breathe in. Easing my body, I breathe out. Smiling to my body, I breathe in. Easing my body, I breathe out. Smiling to body, easing body. Smiling body, easing body. Smiling to body, easing body. Smiling to my body, I breathe in. Releasing the tension in my body, I breathe out. Smiling to my body, I breathe in. Releasing the tension in my body, I breathe out. Smiling to body, releasing tension. Smiling to body, releasing tension. Smiling to body, releasing tension. Feeling joy to be alive, I breathe in. Feeling happy, I breathe out. Feeling joy to be alive, I breathe in. Feeling happy, I breathe out. Feeling joy, feeling happy. Feeling joy, feeling happy. Feeling joy, feeling happy. Dwelling in the present moment, I breathe in, appreciating the present moment, I breathe out. Dwelling in the present moment, I breathe in, appreciating the present moment, I breathe out. Present moment, appreciation. Present moment, appreciation. Present moment, appreciation. Aware of my stable posture, I breathe in. Enjoying the stability, I breathe out. Aware of my stable posture, I breathe in. Enjoying the stability, I breathe out. Stable posture, enjoying. Stable posture, enjoying. Stable posture, enjoying. So taking a nice deep breath in and releasing. Gently beginning to bring your awareness back into this space. Open, ready to receive the message for today. This meditation was a meditation as nourishment, and it's a great reminder and a great practice that in the midst of everything that happens in our lives, we can use meditation to bring us back to that calm center where the truth never changes. In the present moment, we can remember our joy, our happiness, our stability, and use that to empower us to face our days ahead. Thank you again for joining me. Namaste.
our motto, our how do I say this? Our why state, what we know to be true. We do what we do because we know spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. Because that is true, our work is to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives using the principles of our teaching, the science of mind. You may notice today that there's a microphone over here, and we've got that here because we're going to have a little added stuff going on, and I'm delighted. A little bit later, after we have some music, Deanne Williams is going to be doing part of this morning's talk, and so I am grateful to have her here, and that's why we've got the microphone standing over there. If you're going, what's that doing there? So about 100 years ago, our founder, Ernest Holmes, wrote what he called the Declaration of Principles, or what we believe, and we've been repeating one of them each week so that we could get a greater sense, just keep reminding ourselves over and over and over and over again of what it is we stand for. And the principle number 11 is personal power. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of the mind. We know that if we are looking at the world of effects around us, at some point, at some level, it has come to us through our mind, through what we think, through what we believe. There cannot be war unless a part of me believes in war. There cannot be racism unless a part of me believes that racism is possible. There cannot be anything negative unless some place in me not necessarily believes in it, but believes that it could be, perhaps even fears it. And so what I am looking to do is to be able to change the way I look at things, change the way I think about things, change the way I explore things, so that I can create a world that truly does work for everyone, which right now it's a lovely intention, but it isn't happening. So I would like to call back our practitioner of the day, Angela Alcantar, who gave you that beautiful meditation this morning with Thich Nhat Hanh, and she's going to do an affirmative prayer, a spiritual mind treatment to set the tone for today's message. And so I believe Riley or Liz or somebody, yeah, we're getting that set up. Hi, how are you doing,
Hello.
Angela?
Doing well, thanks.
That was a beautiful meditation earlier. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you to Thich Nhat Hanh, right? he writes some really beautiful meditations. All right, so just in this energy of beauty, I invite everyone to take a moment, again, to take a nice deep breath, centering in this present moment, acknowledging the divine within, knowing that the one power and one presence runs in, through, and as all beings, all things, all life, all ideas. And what I know is that this life, this energy, this essence of existence is love. I know it as peace, as grace, as ease. I know it as pure potential, infinite possibility. And because this life force, this energy, this essence is in, through, and as all beings, I know it is the truth of who I am. So in this knowing, I claim right here and right now the possibility for change. In fact, life is always changing. That is a given. So what I claim in this knowing, in the knowing of infinite possibility, not only is change possible, but it is happening right here and right now. And I say yes to engaging in the process so that the truth of love and grace and ease, the truth of well-being for all beings manifests for all beings. Releasing anything and everything that does not demonstrate this higher truth of who we are. In gratitude for this service today, for the talk that helps us align and remember who we truly are, and gratitude for each individual that is making this opportunity possible, the gifts of music, the gifts of technology, and every other aspect needed to bring this service to life today. I'm deeply grateful for all of this and more. And in this gratitude, I release my word into the law, knowing that it is already done. And together we say, and so it is.
And so it is, and so it is. Thank you, Angela, for your beautiful words, and we'll see you later for the blessing of the offering. Oh, we are in a practice of doing an affirmation each month, and we do it week by week. We say the affirmation over and over and over again, so that we begin to distill it into our body. We get it in our cells, and it becomes part of our thinking process. So I'm going to ask Riley to bring the slide up now so that you at home can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I will read it through first once, and then I'm going to know that you, even in your homes, are reading it with me the second time we do it. So for now, all you need to do is simply look at the slide and listen, and then we'll do it together. I am awake and aware in this moment. I bring my intentions, my actions, and my thoughts into alignment with the One, as only I can. I speak my life into being from love and peace. And if you'd like to read it aloud with me now, we're going to do it one more time. I am awake and aware in this moment. I bring my intentions, my actions, and my thoughts into alignment with the One, as only I can. I speak my life into being from love and peace. I like us to think about the fact that that says, I bring my intentions, actions, and thoughts into alignment with the One as only I can, because each of us is an individualization of the One, and each of us has a way of bringing ourselves into alignment with that One in our own unique, individualized way. And so I am really, really aware that each of us has a gift that is ours to bring right now. Each of us has work that is ours to do right now. It's not others' work, it's our work. And so I don't need to look at what others are doing to determine what is mine to do. I need to look into my own soul to see what is mine to do, and then go to work doing that as only I can. I'm going to be speaking today on the topic of mindful intentions, and as I mentioned earlier, Deanne Williams is going to be sharing the podium with me. She'll be speaking first, but before that, we are blessed today by music from our beloved and wondrous Haley Loren, and she's going to be singing a song to us before the talk and then one after. So I'm grateful to know you're here, Haley, and oh, and Daniel too, yay! I let you take it away.
Lovely. Thank you so very much for having us here. And yes, special guest, a surprise visit from Daniel Gallo. So there are so many different songs that can speak to mindfulness. But this one that we're going to start with today has an extra, I don't know, a special, wistful message of finding togetherness, finding it through in this song, it's the rainbow connection. And I just well, I'll leave it there. It can mean what it means to your own hearts. And I know that this is a really special song for us, so we wanted to share it with you. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, they're only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some chose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do you think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Ooh, 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 have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? Our voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Oh, there's some tears here in the gallery. Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Daniel. We appreciate you so much. And now I am privileged to bring to the podium a beautiful woman and a dear friend, Deanne Williams, who's going to speak to us about the world today.
Linda asked me last week if I would speak today about the society that we live in, what's going on in the world, how to be a better person, essentially. The society that we live in allows governments to steal children from their parents, put them in cages where they are beaten, raped, lost, and mysteriously die. But we don't talk about that. The society we live in murders our trans brothers and sisters and siblings and non-binary folk for just living their life, doing nothing but living their life. But we don't talk about that. Our society allows governments and religious institutions to steal Indigenous children from their families, put them in boarding schools where they are beaten, they are raped, they are tortured, they are murdered, and those that weren't murdered are told to be grateful for the chance to be civilized. But we don't talk about that. Today is June 14th, 2020. In the past 2 weeks, there have been Black men hung from trees in California. There have been people murdered. There have been people gassed. There have been people shot by the police with rubber bullets who have lost their eyes. For just trying to live in a world and create a world that works for everyone. The society we live in, the world that works for everyone doesn't work for everyone. It works for white people. And even then, it's only if you are rich. We have entire governments that looted a continent, raped people, stole them, enslaved them, pillaged them, stole and looted their cultural artifacts, left them to suffer. And when things fell into chaos, they came back and said, sign this document, sign this contract, which means you'll never be able to pay us back for us to be able to help you now. But they're world powers and they're first world countries. We have religious institutions that would prefer for ministers to be gently called in behind closed doors when there's an issue, which leads to those religious leaders going to other communities and raping those children because no one wants to talk about it. This is the society that we live in today. This is 400 years, at least 400 years of people trying and praying for a world that works for everyone. And other people saying that's too hard. I don't want to feel the fear. I don't want to feel the pain. I don't want to feel the guilt or the shame. So I'm not going to try. And I sit here in the center that I joined 3.5 years ago. I walked in, was a little late, didn't know anyone, sat in the back row. And within about 10 minutes in Linda's talk, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be a minister for this because this teaching is the truth. It actually could create a world that works for everyone. And 3.5 years later, June 14th, I'm standing here at the same center and I see hypocrisy. I see people in this organization, in this teaching, that are more worried about doing a 5-step treatment than actually doing actions. I hear ministers that refuse to say Black Lives Matter because it's too divisive. It'll scare their congregation. You cannot have a world that works for everyone. You cannot say that you treat you pray, you believe, you affirm a world that works for everyone, if you are just going to sit down and do nothing when people are saying this world does not work for me. We have riots in the streets. We have people dying. We have a global pandemic. We had an entire continent burn with billions of animals dying. And that's just this year. And it is 400 years of the universe trying to wake us all up because we asked for this. We asked to be woken up. We asked to create a world that works for everyone. But we have said, actually, no. We say we want this, but not really. We don't want to make a change because it's too hard. We have governors in this country saying a statue of a pedophile and a murderer is important because it's our heritage. In the midst of a global pandemic, the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, the tribe that met the Pilgrims, had to go to court because the US government was trying to detribalize them. They met the Pilgrims. And they're not a tribe, but this is the society that we live in because we don't talk about it. I am tired of, if we just pray and treat and do a 5-step treatment and just believe, things will get better. We've done that. The Indigenous community has done that. The Black community has done that. The Latinx community has done that. The Asian community has done that. The LGBT community has done that. And all of the disabled community, because we're not accessible as much as we have the American Disability Act. All of these communities have worked. They've prayed if they pray. They've started organizations. They've started movements to try and create a world that works for everyone. And yet we sit here, now in the comfort of our own home, social distancing. But we sit in these lovely pews, these lovely chairs, on a Sunday, and we say, oh, I did my 5-step treatment, I've meditated, I'm good, I'm doing it. I'm creating a world that works for everyone. Or we write statements, oh, Black Lives Matter, but we don't do anything. Or we put up signs outside of our houses and religious institutions. Oh, all lives are loved here. But when it comes time to actual action being taken, something more than a sign or a statement, where are you? It takes more than your intentions to create a world that works for everyone. I'm complete.
And I am profoundly grateful, Deanne, for your openness, for your honesty, for your courage, for your willingness to speak truth. Because setting an intention is not enough. It never has been. I'm going to quote Dr. Ernest Holmes, because a lot of people have said, oh, well, we just need to treat, ours is not an active faith, ours is doing the inner work and then the world will change around us. And that gives lie to what Dr. Holmes himself said. You and I should form the habit of taking definite time each day to contemplate and affirm peace with justice, for there is no peace possible without justice, but faith without works is dead. We should not only pray, but we should act, each contributing the best they have to the common purpose, each willing to make any sacrifice necessary, for there can be no individual self-preservation without the preservation of all. And I'm not going to point fingers at people or anything else, but what I am going to say is there's a whole lot of people who want to ignore that side of who we are. There's a whole lot of people who want to say, all lives matter. Well, all lives do matter, but right now we're not acting as if Black lives matter. We're not acting as if LGBTQ lives matter. We're not acting as if Asian lives matter. We're not acting as if these children in cages at our border matter. So until those lives matter, all lives don't matter, no matter how lovely that platitude sounds. If we truly are going to be mavericks, if we truly are going to be the outliers, the difference makers, if we truly are going to step away from the herd and think and act in ways that are different, then we need to do that. We've all got excuses. Heck, I'm going to be 71 in about 6 weeks. I'm an old lady. I started out in Vietnam, fighting that war. Not in Vietnam, but during the Vietnam era. What am I still doing? Fighting for rights for women during the 80s. We can't stop. And my heart quickens right now. I've been in tears most of the last 2 weeks as I look at the world and I look at what is going on and I look at the people speaking out. And what I am trying to get for them and from them is the idea that maybe this time we are actually going to carry through and follow through. I am heartened because I see in New York, they have made certain things. Governor Cuomo just went through and made a whole batch of laws and made things illegal and made things that can be redone. This is a systemic thing that has been going on for 400 years, and there's not going to be a quick fix, but yet there could be. If we keep saying there can't be a quick fix, then there won't be, but we can step up and demand that certain rights are inalienable, and we need to start acting like it. I have felt in the past 3 years that I suddenly woke up to the fact that the country I believed in never existed. I have been living a life of privilege in which it didn't happen to me and it didn't happen around me, and I didn't live in places where I saw it, so I didn't realize in a way it was even going on. But it is. And I need to acknowledge that it is. And I need to own my role in the preservation of it by the not talking about it. I think that is one gift our current president has given us, is he's brought all this ugliness up to where we can't deny that it's there anymore. It's now okay to talk to all these ugly things. I'm not going to play pretty and nice. I'm not going to whitewash things. Isn't that just an interesting word that somehow makes it all better if we make it all white? Think about all the words and the things that we say and we do that have undertones of ugliness, that have undertones of restriction. I'm going to look at what's happening now. I saw a fabulous blog by a woman by the name of Christina Martin, and I put it on my Facebook page. And my Facebook page is public, so anybody, I don't care where you're listening from in the world, just go to Facebook and look for Linda Finley and click on that blog, because it is amazing. It's talking about, let us create a story to tell our coming generations on how we came together in 2020 as one family and changed the world. How we came together in 2020 as one family and changed the world. Stopped white people from calling the police on black people for living, or sitting in a park, or sleeping in a dormitory couch. What is wrong with us? And I say us because I'm not part of the solution yet. I want to be, I choose to be, I work at it, but am I working enough? We should not be sleeping through 2020 or attempting to cancel it. You've all heard the jokes. Could we just cancel this year and skip on? No, this is the year, this is the one we have all been screaming for, a year of healing change, a year of ripping the scab off the wound, of bleeding out the poison of lies that we've been telling ourselves for centuries. That again was from Christina Martin. This is the year we've been asking for. We've been wanting to be part of a change, part of a reworking of everything. This is the time. This is the place. Now, if not now, when? If not me, who? Our intent is not sufficient, but it's where we start. Our intent means a purpose, an aim, what one intends to do, what one plans to do. Well, if you intend to do something, you haven't really done it. It comes from this root word, in meaning toward, and tendere, which means stretch. So what are we stretching toward? We're stretching toward that world that works for all. But what are we have we actually tried to reach it? Are we actually putting mindfulness and action to our intentions, or is it just, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is a wonderful intention. That has never been lived up to, ever. Can I be the person who makes that happen? Can I be the person who takes it out of the role of intention and into the world of reality? I don't know. I am so ignorant. I told Nikki in the office the other day, I said, I think my mantra, my tattoo across my chest, I've discovered needs to be, I don't know. Because when I get out of the idea that I know the answer, that I have what it takes, that I figured all this out and I've got the right answer now, I know nothing. I block out every other possibility, and I block out room for God to teach me a bigger and better way of doing anything. The only thing I can be sure about is that I don't know, and it is up to me to learn and to continue learning. And the thing of it is, the more I learn, the more I discover how much I don't know. I want us to think about that. When I learn, I discover new things that teach me there's so much I don't know. I don't know. But I'm willing to learn. And I'm willing to be. And I'm willing to create change. By setting an intention and then mindfully moving with it, through it, as I carry it to completion in whatever way, shape, or form, I can. I closed with this quote by Robin Sharma last week, and I want to close with it again this week because it is so salient right now. We are all here for some special reason. Our choices can help us stop being prisoners of our past so that we may become architects of our future. I don't know. So I'm going to learn, and I'm going to discover how much more I don't know. And I'm going to keep learning, and I'm going to keep doing, and I'm going to keep speaking out. I'm going to keep demanding change. I would love you to join me. I would love you to be part of the solution. Because that's what we are now. We can't fix what's broken. All we can do is create a new thing that makes that old thing so obsolete it collapses of its own weight. Thank you. And now it is time for Angela to bless the offering and for Riley to put up the giving slide.
All right. So first, what I would like to do is I would like everyone watching to rub your hands together and raise them and send out the energy to Deanne and repeat with me. I see you. I hear you. And I honor you. Thank you for speaking truth to us today. And thank you for inspiring us to continue to figure out what is each of ours to do to make this different this time around. So with that, I invite you to hold in your heart or literally in your hand if you have your gift. And just take a moment to acknowledge this gift of energy, of giving and receiving. In gratitude for this teaching, in gratitude for the center that helps us come together, in gratitude for the opportunity to grow and make this world truly a better place for all people, all beings. So with this gift, I give all of this and more. And so it is.
Thank you, Angela, for that blessing for Deanne. And we have a song, one more song from Haley, hopefully Haley and Daniel, but at least Haley we know for sure, coming up. So we're going to move to their, oh, it's Haley this time on the keyboard. Yay.
Daniel's in the room though.
But he's, okay, well, hi, Daniel.
Oh. Thank you so much for that talk, Linda. And Deanne, thank you so much. Earlier last week, I put together a little medley of a couple of songs that felt particularly prescient for this time in our lives, which honestly has been all the time in our lives, but for so many of us right now, it's coming to the surface and in our consciousness in a way that has been we've been woefully lacking in our society for a very long time. this song really speaks to the idea of not only the intentionality, but putting those thoughts into actionable items that will move the needle. And I think that's really what we're needing to do, whether it's through song or or through donating to causes or to protesting in the streets. There are so many ways to try to help move that needle right now. So I just want to give a tribute to the two songwriters who wrote the songs in this medley, Bob Marley and Jewel. And thanks so much. And keep on saying Black Lives Matter until everybody agrees that that's true in our society. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? All I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear of atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? All I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. I've heard your anguish, I've heard your hearts cry out. We are tired, we are weary, but we aren't worn out. Set down your chains, still only faith remains. Set down your chains, and lend your voices only to the sounds of freedom. No longer lend your strength to that which you wish to be free from. Fill your lives with love and bravery, and we shall lead a life uncommon. There are plenty of people who pray for peace, but if praying were enough, it would have come to be. Let your words enslave no one, and the heavens will hush themselves to hear our voices ring out clear with sounds of freedom. Sounds of freedom. Come on, you unbelievers, move out of the way. There's a new army coming, and we are armed with faith. And to live, oh, to live we must give. Oh, we gotta give to live. And lend our voices only to the sounds of freedom. No longer lend our strength to that which we wish to be free from. Fill our lives with love and bravery, we shall lead. Oh, and lend our voices only to sounds of freedom. lead a life uncommon.
Haley, bless you.
Sorry for the technical difficulties right there in the middle. Sorry about that.
No problem. You are awesome. Thank you for the rendition of both those amazing songs, and thank you for being part of our community. I love you.
Thank you so much. I love you too.
Now to the pedestrian side of things with announcements as Riley brings up the slides. I want to mention something we don't have a slide for, which is next week we are going to have Karen Drucker be our special music. And the week after that, June 28th, Melissa Felipe and Z Egloff are going to be basically doing, I'll be here to do the start and the opening up, but from the minute the music starts till the minute the music ends, it will be Z and Melissa doing the music and the talk. So you want to make sure you mark your calendars for the 28th and be sure to see that one, and be sure to see Karen Drucker here next week. Well, not here, but online. We have one more opportunity for you to be part of the class that I'm teaching. I canceled the Friday class because nobody had signed up by Wednesday, and then came to discover Thursday and Friday, 3 more people signed up. So we're actually going to start the Friday class next week. So if you wanted to get in on this class and you didn't get a chance to, you can still go to our website and get the Wednesday newsletter and just click on the link there, and it will take you directly to where you can go to sign up. You don't have to pay online. You just put the pay in another way. But go ahead and fill that out, and we'll be meeting Friday morning, and I will make sure everybody gets their workbooks. And so if you'd still like to be part of that class, you may sign up and belong to the Friday group, which will start on the 19th. Then Reverend Trish has also put her class off for a week, and it will be starting this week. It's a 4-week class, but it's actually going to start on the 16th, which is next Tuesday. So if you are interested in that, she's offering it at 10 a.m. or 6 p.m., and I guess she will determine which of those two is what they do. But anyway, that's happening. And then finally, Angela has 2 things coming up. She's doing an 8-week book study, which is free. It's for love offering only if you want to donate, but it's an opportunity for us to actually work with the book, Creating a World That Works for All. And if you're interested in becoming active, if you're interested in finding ways to do things that matter, this might be a good thing for you to make yourself part of. So again, when you get the Wednesday newsletter, click on the link for that and sign up. Also, you can go to our Facebook page and sign up there. And then finally, Angela online with the home office is going to be doing a 6-week course, an accredited class. So those of you who are thinking about wanting to become a practitioner down the road might want to take this class online, and it is Ernest Holmes' this thing called You. Again, it's being offered by the home office, so you have to sign up through them, but our own Angela is the one who is teaching it. And I think we're complete. There's the 50th anniversary is to be determined. We will, obviously it's not happening in July. We'll be moving the date again. I'm not going to cancel it as an event. I'm just going to kind of keep sliding the event out. Just as we slided, I don't know. Where we took this year's women's retreat, we just moved it to next year, and Christy Snow will still be doing it. We took this year's September conference, we're moving it to next September, and we'll still be doing it. But we need your help. We need your help. Riley's going to be leaving, and so we've got 1 volunteer, but we need more. I've got a woman in Quebec I have to get a hold of because she's interested in helping out. But we need somebody to help with the management of the back end with StreamYard, and you don't have to know, you can be trained in it. If you have any ability with software at all, it's a relatively simple program to learn. And Gabby is looking for people who would like to learn how to do the actual filming, because as we get to where we're going to start meeting again down the road, not anytime real soon, we need to be able to have cameras that aren't standing right up here in front of the stage. So we're going to be working with new ways of doing things. So if you have any interest in being part of this, please let us know. Contact the office and email me, Facebook me. Life is good. And remember, the I am that I am has all the power of the universe behind it. I am not without power. I am not without skill. I am not without the ability to create change. And so I invite everyone to find your own I am. Find what is mine to do. Even if it feels like it might not matter. Just one thing. Just step into one thing. Read one book. Learn. Watch one TED Talk or video. Find places to become informed about how to be an ally and how to create effective change in the world. Because basically, faith without works is dead. We have to act in order to put it in motion. I love you.